perfect gathering, you think of great food, drink, and of course, style.
Hi, my name is Sofia Castro, and I built this home because I really was looking for something where I could feel like in a resort living and at the same time being able to entertain family and friends. Welcome to my home.
I can't wait to tour this fabulous home for entertaining and share with you some great design inspiration of creating your own gathering spaces on today's SoFlo Home Project. Welcome to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra. Great entertaining spaces make for great gathering spaces. And if you love to entertain in style, you're gonna love this home. This 8,450 square foot home has 5 bedrooms and 7.5 bathrooms. The most impressive areas of this home are the fabulous indoor and outdoor entertaining spaces. Sophia, welcome to SoFlo Home Project.
Thank you so much for your invite and coming into our home to showcase it out.
I'm excited to share with our viewers a tour of your home, and we love having homeowners on because you really are able to give a little bit more insight of the process. This truly is a home for entertaining, and we're going to really focus on those key features today. It has so much.
Yes, it's very much made for all of our needs that we wanted to have a resort living. I got inspirations from different places where I went to travel and just fell in love with those details and had the architect and designer bring that into our home.
So when we walk in, and to our viewers, just take a note of this gorgeous like aquarium with jellyfish. Is that sort of the right way to put it? Or?
Yes, it is. It's really unique. I also got this idea from somewhere I went.
So I love that. So when it comes to finding inspiration, when you are building a new home or even remodeling, inspiration coming from travels, from restaurants, from hotels, that's something that helps you kind of get different pieces of things that you love, right?
Yes, very much so.
So I see there's a lot of great finishes. You wanted to bring in multiple textures and finishes in this home?
Yes, I did. I like the modern, and I needed to have that warm feel because my husband really doesn't like that still, cold feeling where you come in and you feel like you can't sit in the furniture, or you just feel like you got to be, stiff and not be able to touch anything.
Livable modern.
So we wanted to bring in the wood element, which obviously brings in the earth into the home, and it makes it warm and feel great. I wanted the people to feel like they didn't know if they were indoor or if they were outdoor.
It is really nice. So because this home was built for entertaining, I feel like a large table for dining is definitely where it's at. You've got that here. I mean, this seats a whole lot of people.
Yes, it fits 12 people.
It's great because normally we see a lot of seating at rectangular tables, but I love the really large scale round. And then what I really love is this amazing large scale light above. What is this light fixture? It looks like it's just such a, is it paper?
Yeah, so it's a paper mache over like a plastic, hard plastic. And what this designer tried to do with this is bring in the moon. It's the imitation of a moon. So we fell in love with the whole concept. And when we saw that, we just fell in love and had to have it.
It is great.
Yeah, so I wanted to create a space where I was able to feel like if I was in a loungy place where you have a restaurant lounge, and creating that wine cellar right behind the dining room, and then having a bar lounge right next to it just brought in that feeling of what I was looking for. I wanted it to be a conversational piece, so I made it look like a picture frame instead of just like a wine cellar.
When we talk about floor plan here, it's sort of important to touch on this to our viewers. So we typically see open floor plan areas in the kitchen, family room, living room. So those usually are generally one open space. What you've done here, which is awesome, is that the open floor plan is in the dining area. So it's not just to segment the dining room, it lives to, you got another living space there and the bar. So it's one open room, and that is key for the perfect entertainment.
Definitely, and it worked out beautiful, and it's something that's not common, but it's so functional.
Well, it may start to become common because I feel like this is a great, this is a great inspirational setup. And Sophia, we've got a lot more areas of the home to check out that are also perfect for entertaining when we come back. Coming up on SoFlo Home Project, What are gatherings without spaces to prepare delicious meals in? SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing our tour of this gorgeous Fort Lauderdale home with Sophia Castro, the homeowner. Sophia, so we have been talking about how your home is the house for entertaining, and what is a house for entertaining without an amazing kitchen, as we have behind us here. This home has indoor and outdoor kitchens built side by side. Their design and location are perfect for hosting any type of gathering. You've got all the best appliances here. I'm looking at steam oven, double ovens, the coffee maker. Like, you did all of the key appliances that make a perfect kitchen.
Yes, like I've been saying, I love entertainment. So I love to bring people over, and it's always fun, especially Thanksgiving time, Christmas time, where you have all the family, and the double oven is a must. Yes. You want to be cooking.
I love the steam oven, and I think there's so many great features about them. Like you mentioned, that wellness aspect of, fresh foods and everything else. Great way to prepare things.
Yes.
So let's talk a little more about the kitchen. I love that this has this mirrored backsplash. The whole house sort of connects to nature because you're getting all of this reflectivity of the water and all the greenery.
Yeah, so the whole concept behind that, we tried to do the whole entire window, but because of structure, we couldn't. Indoor, outdoor was very important for me.
Well, Sophia, I'm just gonna say, so I feel like I notice a lot of things about homes because we tour homes with people week after week. That completely caught me off guard because I thought it was all mirrored. And you're just like, I was like, windows too. I didn't even notice the window because the mirror does such a great job of reflecting everything. So
yes,
it's a mix.
It is a mix.
And that is a great design feature to think about. So I love what you did here because typically in a kitchen, you may have perhaps a dining, like a little breakfast nook or something, but you have a great loungy area right in front of us.
So the reason why I did this is that I hate to be in the kitchen alone. I'm not a great chef, so being in the kitchen is kind of a little bit of a task for me.
You're surrounded by friends
So
and family.
if I could have my friends, my family, my husband when I'm cooking, and somebody here to entertain me, I figured it would be a great spot for people to be in the kitchen at the same time when you're cooking, instead of having a table where it feels very stiff and you have to be sitting here. You could lounge out. We have a TV, so everybody's able to interact with each other.
We're getting back to the perfect home for entertaining. This is it, because it's really giving you the best of both worlds.
Yes, it worked out great for me.
And now, speaking of having the best of both worlds, we've got your beautiful indoor kitchen, but on the other side of the glass, there is an incredible outdoor kitchen, and we are going to check that out. But first, let's see what Zach Granata from FHIA has for us today.
I recently had the opportunity to meet with a young man that was interviewing at our company, and he asked the question of, who are we? What are we as a company? What is FHIA? And it was something that I'd never really been asked before. And the biggest thing that came to my mind is, day in and day out, what we strive to do is put the homeowner's needs in front of ours. We see it as a great privilege that we're invited to somebody's home and potentially being able to help them, navigate this difficult process and this difficult decision in trying to find a reliable contractor. We found that it's best if we're able to really listen to the homeowner and put their goals, their needs in front of the agenda of a sales rep or a company. And day in and day out, we feel that that's what we're able to do really, really well. So what's really been cool for us to witness is we can be really, really successful by changing the concept of the contracting world, specifically here in South Florida, where it's kind of notorious for being what's good for the contractor happens. We've been able to change that and say what's good for the homeowner really could be good for us. And day in and day out, we've been able to live by that and putting the homeowner's needs in front of ours. So it's really cool that we've seen a shift in the industry, and if we've had something to do with that, we're really proud of that. But what we're proud of the most is day in and day out, we get the opportunity to help families make great decisions for their homes. Back to you, Alena.
Thanks, Tat. Sophia, so we have just seen the indoor kitchen, which is beautiful and modern and has all of the appliances, all the great bells and whistles, but I love that it connects to your outdoor kitchen.
You know, I love entertaining, so I wanted something where we could still entertain, have dinners and so forth, and be able to be outdoors at the same time.
I love the way it's all lined up and then how all of the doors pocket open. So you've got this great indoor-outdoor space.
I love the way that you're able to keep the doors open if you really wanted to have a bigger space and still be indoor, outdoor.
It's great, and it's like no matter what's on the menu, you've got a place to cook
Yes.
it all, and you don't have to go far to do it.
And if you want to have multiple chefs, you're able to do that, and you won't be crashing into each other.
No, it is a perfect thing, and to viewers at home, like this is a nice kind of thing. If you are designing a home or something to think about, where you place your outdoor kitchen is just as important as the location of the indoor.
Definitely.
That proximity makes it so much easier when you are preparing any type of meal.
Yes. And I don't know if you get to see, but we did some fans that are built in.
I'm feeling it right now. This is a fan system?
Yes, it is, because the house is some modern looking. I didn't want to have all these ceiling fans just all over the place. So I saw them at a restaurant.
See, it all comes back to things that you see. Take note,
Yes.
ask where it came from.
And I went and I asked, and I was able to reach out to the vendor. And these are great because they have fans and they have a mistifier at the same time. So you're able to use both at the same time or one or the other.
So you're truly able to take advantage of indoor-outdoor living.
Yes.
Those two things like elevate it to the next level.
Being in South Florida, you know, the humidity, it's a really nice feature for you to be able to enjoy the outdoors.
It really does. It's really nice. And then of course we got beautiful water views right on this other side of us. And we are going to show you the rest of this beautiful outdoor space when we come back. Coming up next, we explore the great outdoor gathering areas as we head poolside. So we're here today joined by Annie Tabrawe, one of the listing agents with Biltmore Square. There's several developments within there. And Annie, we're here in Biltmore Park, which is a condominium building.
Yes, yes. So there's 32 units. It was the first development in Biltmore Square community. It's a boutique building. Units run anywhere between 2 to 3 bedroom units, anywhere between 1,600 square feet all the way to 2,500 square feet with very large outdoor spaces. So it kind of feels like you're in a house but in the air. Everyone's super happy here. It's a very low HOA fee as well for them, so it's very attractive to the buyers.
Annie, so this was the first building within the Biltmore Square development, correct?
Yes, it was our very first project in Biltmore Square. It's a total of 4. This one being Biltmore Park condominiums, and the other 3 developments are townhome. They're all a little different from each other, all beautiful with different architectural styles.
And all in a great location. And
yes,
we're going to go check out the rest of that next. Surrounded by lush green canopies, stunning golf courses, and a wide variety of culinary experiences, including fine dining, trendsetting restaurants, upscale bars, an impressive financial district, and universities and schools. With the genuine sensibility of the city's beautiful charm and traditions, Althea Row brings a distinct modern lifestyle in the brand new Biltmore Square community. So we're here today with Frank Kissel, the co-listing agent of Althea Row, and we're taking a stroll in Coral Gables. Frank, Coral Gables is such a beautiful area to live. What are some of the things that make it so attractive for people to live in?
Well, welcome to the City Beautiful, Alena. Coral Gables strikes the perfect balance between historical charm and modern sophistication.
Absolutely.
And what we're going to see today is some of the best real estate that bridges the gap between that sophistication and that modern charm.
Well, let's go take a look.
Okay.
Frank, the inside of this place is stunning, just as stunning as the outside. The one thing I noticed is you mentioned these were townhomes, but it feels so spacious, like just a huge house. What are some of the details? How many floors?
It's 3 stories and it's all luxury. You have all the appliances and amenities that modern day homes should have.
There's this beautiful connection to indoor-outdoor living, and right on the other side we have a beautiful outdoor space. And everything about this, from the high ceilings to just the overly spacious rooms, it really just lives like a single family home. What are the details? How do they reach you? How do they find out more about Alena?
Well, they can go to our website, Alena, biltmoresquare.miami. And our sales unit right here is located on the corner of Anderson Road and Almeria Avenue. The address is 739 Almeria Avenue. And please go to our website to make an appointment.
Well, thanks so much for sharing a little bit more about Althea today, and of course for spending some time with us.
Thank you, Alena.
Welcome back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are continuing our tour of this gorgeous Fort Lauderdale home with the homeowner, Sophia Castro. Sophia, before the break, we saw the incredible outdoor kitchen, but there is so much more to this outdoor yard and space. Sophia took advantage of the double lot and water views to create some great outdoor hangout areas.
Every time we went somewhere and felt like it was something that you felt like you were in paradise, that's what I wanted to feel on a daily basis when I got home.
So what were some of those things that out here that you might have seen in travels or on your vacations that you wanted to bring on in to your own space?
So one of the main things was the fire pit. I went to Arizona in a resort, and it was such an awesome nighttime event that we would go down there, have a glass of wine in that fire pit. It was sunk in. It felt like really cozy.
Absolutely. And what I love about this space is that it feels nicely segmented. You have your pool and sort of your covered dining area, then you've got a bar area a little further down, areas here by the dock to lay out, and of course, you know, we're right here on the water, so you get the best of both worlds. And then we've got an amazing pool behind us. Talk to us a little bit about the inspiration for this.
I actually saw this in a resort in Mexico where the pool actually comes up to the very edge of the wall of the window of your house. And I also like to exercise a lot, so I kind of did a small little lap pool on the side of the pool so we could, you know, get into the pool and have a little bit of exercise as you're in there. And then you also have your little beach area where you can lay out. I have grandkids, so it's a great spot for them to be able to play, so the pool kind of fits everyone's needs.
And well, that's no different from the rest of the space, as you talked about, something for everyone.
Yes, definitely. I wanted it to be very earthy. I love modern, but I don't like that stale modern where you feel like you can't even step on the floor or sit on the furniture. So I wanted that earthy feeling. Feel comfortable, but also having that elegance in it.
Next on SoFlo Home Project, we have one more fabulous entertainment space to explore. Back to SoFlo Home Project. I'm Alena Capra, and we are on the last stop of this incredible home tour with great entertaining spaces, joined by the homeowner, Sophia Castro. Sophia, we've seen so many great indoor, outdoor spaces, the bar and dining area, but now we're in the theater. A home theater is a must for a house with grand entertaining areas. It's the ideal spot to gather with friends and family for an immersive TV or game watching experience.
Once you come in here, you just feel like you just want to sit back, kick your feet up, and relax. You know, we get to bring our kids in here, chill. We get to have a movie night, boxing night, game night. So,
all the fun things. And something I want to point out here that I love that you did in this new build is that there is a large terrace, like right outside of here. So in my head, I'm picturing, wow, how fun to like watch a game, and then you've got people like hanging out outside as well. It gives you that real indoor-outdoor game watch, movie watch experience.
Yes, that was something that when I spoke to the architect, I really wanted to have a outdoor to the theater, and they were kind of looking at me weird. I wanted to have entertainment again, and not everybody likes to sit just indoors. You know, some people like to smoke cigarettes or wanted to have a drink, and when we're watching a Super Bowl or a boxing match or something, you have the option of being outdoors and still watching whatever we're enjoying inside inside the theater.
And you could have your whole food set up out there.
Oh yes,
like,
definitely.
This could be
I made it very large.
This is a true entertaining
Yeah.
space, like every other space we've toured so far in your home. That truly is the key. I think
Yes.
gathering room, not just a media room, it has a little bit of everything. So it's not just like that structured formal theater that people may think of when they think of home theater.
Yes.
Well, Sophia, it's been a pleasure touring just a little part of your home. This is a large home. We've seen many of the great entertaining spaces.
Thank you so much for coming in and being able to show this to your audience so that they could get their own ideas of what they could do at their home.
Absolutely. We love giving design inspiration. And now let's check out what design inspiration we have planned for you next week on SoFlo Home Project. Renovating a bathroom can be challenging and costly. We have expert advice on what you can do to create a bathroom you've always wanted and stay on a budget. And before we go, let's check in with our friend Hunter Frankie, the host of SoFlo Health, and see what he has going on tomorrow. Hunter, this is our last check-in with you because we are moving to later than you, 5:30 on Sunday. Hunter, what is going on tomorrow?
Alena, look. Doesn't that look tasty? Tomorrow on SoFlo Health, we head to a local poke spot to taste the healthy flavors they've brought from around the world to right here in South Beach. Then we'll hop over to the Coral Gables Museum to learn about the history of one of our favorite cities in South Florida and enjoy some contemporary art. We even found out what inspired the names of the streets and all of the Spanish architecture in Coral Gables. Professor Produce shares the health benefits of garlic, and you can pick some up at the grocery store when we find out how to shop healthier. All of that SoFlo Health and more is right here at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon on Local 10.
Hunter, that sounds great. We will definitely be watching. And to our viewers at home, thank you so much for joining us. And we hope to see you again next week, Sunday at 5:30, for another episode of SoFlo Home Project right here on Local 10. And remember, there's no place like SoFlo Home. If you missed any part of this episode, or if you're looking for more design inspiration, make sure to check out all episodes online at SoFloHomeProject.com. And don't forget to follow us on social media on Facebook and Instagram.